Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Sunday, April 22nd, 2018. This is vlog number 111. And true to my word, I went and I actually played a video game for a number of hours. Yep, I playing God of War, the new one that just came out on Friday. And here's some quick initial impressions. Try to keep things spoiler free. And so, just to kind of start, it's different than other God of War games. Of course, past God of War games are starting from the PS2 days. They were archaic if you look at them now. In terms of the gameplay, they're very, not exactly cartoony, but like you didn't have like the realistic weight of a human being, how they move and stuff. So it was very video gamey, should I say. This new game, however, it's very a little more grounded in reality in terms of you're not gonna be running around on a flat area and just like jumping, just doing jumps here and there. And you're not jumping like 5 feet in the air now. So it's in the perspective, like it's different from the other God of War games. Like they usually like put like set camera angles to kind of like guide you around along your path. This one's very like behind the shoulder kind of, and it kind of makes the world feel a little more open, but yet it's still kind of a linear experience so far. There's of course like almost any game or God of War game specifically, you do have a lot of like secrets and paths, different areas that you can access. Now, there's a couple things that I'm kind of curious about that it almost seems that you might be able to go back to certain areas. I'm about 5 hours into the game, and no spoilers, but there's some things that when you come across them you can't access yet. It makes you wonder, like, can I access this later, or am I just not doing something right? So I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out as I progress through the game. It almost seems like the game is letting you know that you are going to come back to these places at some point. Especially since it gives you like a big like overworld map. So it's like, why give us a map if you can't go back to these places that are you previously went to on the map? I don't know. But it all seems it's all very interesting. It's very it's a very good game and a very beautiful game. Like the visuals are freaking amazing. There's nothing to complain about with the way the game looks. There's no, see no like odd texture pop in, or you don't see things that look, that are not modern console quality. It's definitely one of, if not the, better looking PS4 games out there. Looks just as good, if not better than Horizon Zero Dawn. The environments are very natural, very lush forests. Very, all these rocks, everything looks unique. Doesn't look like everything is, copied and pasted. And I kind of had some reservations going into the game about Kratos' voice, because I knew they changed the voice actor. But as I'm playing now, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm not even thinking about it. If I haven't thought about it, I should say. And it is cool. You all know, if you know anything about this game, you play through the majority of the game alongside Kratos' son. And it's a pretty good dynamic there. You can kind of see, he does help, in fights. He has his own bow and arrow, and he helps you out. And but in terms of the storyline in their relationship, of course, like Kratos, you don't expect him to be a happy-go-lucky, I love my son type of father. There's love there, but he's obviously concerned about something, and you find that out, kind of early on in the game. But like, he's definitely protective of his son. He wants to teach his son the right way to do things in terms of hunting and fighting, trying to be a warrior and stuff. So he's very he's a good father in that aspect. The past God of War games, he lost his son and wife. So in this one, he has a new son, and the dynamic between them, it's pretty good, pretty natural. The kid, of course, like almost any kid in any era, sometimes he doesn't listen, or he's very stubborn, and he also has another issue that crops up from time to time, and it kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, is this because he's Kratos' son? You'll find that out. It's pretty neat. It's pretty, like, it makes you think about, the fact that he is Kratos, this kid. But also, like, just going through the game, like I said, he does help you out a lot. And something I wasn't quite sure how they're going to do in this game, because all past God of War games, you kind of like earn new weapons and new abilities. In this game, they did it kind of more modern, I guess, in terms of, it's like RPG elements where you earn upgrades to things, and you apply experience points to certain slots to gain new abilities. There's even an item crafter guy that you run into throughout the game at different points, and when you reach him, you can like upgrade your stuff. Have him make you new armors and new weapon upgrades and stuff. That adds a little more dynamic to the game than that other God of War games didn't have. So I think that's pretty neat. Overall, I'm enjoying this game so far. There's some parts in it where they're extremely beautiful. There's this one part where it's like this very colorful forest area. When you get to it, it's pretty early on in the game, but it's pretty awesome. Other parts in the game where you kind of think that you're gonna come back to these things later on is that sometimes you run into enemies that you can't beat. Literally, they hit you once and you're dead. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, should I come back to these things later as I level up and gain abilities and stuff? So I'm thinking that's what they did. But yeah, overall first impression of my first playing through the game. I'm probably nowhere near done. I have no idea how long this game is, but it feels like I'm still pretty early on. I'm liking this game a lot. Sony Santa Monica Studios, they don't disappoint, so I wasn't expecting to be disappointed by this game. I was expecting a quality game, and we got it. So definitely, so far, game of the year. From first impression, like, I don't see it, not meeting my expectations for the rest of the game. I expect it to be extremely high quality. So, if you have a PS4 and you like action games, single player games, like games with story and amazing visuals, even if you never played a God of War game before, pick this up. You don't have to know the previous God of War games, because, little secret, even though I've owned all the previous God of War games, I've only ever beaten the first one. I've never beaten the other one, so storyline wise, I'm kind of lost, but I kind of know what happened. But it's But yeah, you don't need to know the stories of the previous games to get this one. So, and man, the first major fight in the game that you run into, holy shit, that thing had me like, my jaw was dropping. It was freaking amazing. Anyways, so that's my impression of the game. I did enjoy the hell out of it, as I stated many times. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to play it again, because I'm constantly busy, and me, I don't have time to think for games very much, but I was glad I was able to enjoy the little bit I did play tonight, and I'm going to try to make time to play more of the game. So yep, that's it for today. I will talk to y'all later. I hope you enjoyed my first impression of new God of War game for PS4, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you.